And a good evening to you here from Ninja Stadium as we bring you our second Big Bash League match of this weekend. The Hobart Hurricanes tonight taking on the Melbourne Renegades, playing host to the Melbourne Renegades. And it was the Renegades winning the toss. They choose to bowl. We are underway. Glad to have you with us for this 5-over BBL matchup here on the ULTRASPORT network. Wade and Owen, the opening batsmen for the Hobart Hurricanes, and Matthew Wade will get the first run of this match. His partner is Mitchell Owen, and the opening bowler here for the Renegades, of course, is Jason Behrendorff. Owen now on strike. Will find a way through here. Down towards deep mid-wicket and another single. Sent to offside here. And that will be another single to bring Owen back on strike. And we come to the last delivery of over number 1. Yorker there from Behrendorff, and it just misses the off stump, goes right to the keeper. That is the end of the first over. Hobart Hurricanes on none for 3. And the next bowler into the attack for the Renegades is Fergus O'Neill. Wade now back on strike. And he won't send this very far, sends it towards forward point. Dot ball to open the over. Short delivery there from O'Neill. Wade finds a way through, and this past third man to the boundary. First boundary of this match here, and now perhaps we will see the action start to pick up as the defending champions get 4 runs. Wade on 6 from 6 with that boundary. Yorker from O'Neill here. That's going to be stopped at extra cover. Towards extra cover. Sends this one straight back to the bowler, and he takes out the pails even though there's no need to. Batsmen quickly going back to their creases after that one. Yorker here. Oh! Beautifully taken. Mitchell Owen, the first man gone in this match. The Renegades take the first wicket with that exquisite catch. And we'll take a look at this once again. Has to jump a little bit. Bit of a one-handed catch there, but it is Fergus O'Neill with the credit as the bowler, as Stuart Rogers makes the catch to send Mitchell Owen to the back. Bo Webster coming in now for the Hurricanes. And we come to the final delivery of over number 2. O'Neill sends this towards offside, racing away, but it will be stopped. And at the end of over number 2, the Hobart Hurricanes on 1 for 9. Beautiful Tasmanian summer evening here as Thomas Stuart Rogers steps up to bowl next with the sun going down over Ninja Stadium. Way towards offside. Webster will manage to send that one to third man. Single. Therefore, the Hurricanes to put Wade back on strike. Keeper is there. Offside again, and Renegades doing a good job of keeping the scoring down in this over. That may serve them well. Hurricanes currently on 1 for 10. And again, Wade can't find a way past the keeper. As we come to Stuart Rogers' final delivery here. Hurricanes with just 10 runs. They'll have 12 balls to face after this. He can't find the gap here either. And at the end of the third over, Hurricanes on 1 for 10 with 12 balls remaining. And that over has done a number on them. Now they're really going to need to fight to get back in this, as Hassan Khan, the spin bowler, is next up for the Renegades. Webster on strike to start off this over. And that will be the first run in 6 balls for Hobart. Opening things up with a single, but that's also what we saw in the first over, and they didn't score a single run after that. Wade back on strike, of course. This one set to offside. Oh, he's managed to pull out something magical there. All the way. That is 6. Matthew Wade may have just gotten Hobart back into this one. If he can get a few more of those, it's going to be a difficult chase for the Renegades here. Next delivery from Khan. Again, he sends it into the air, and again it soars over the boundary. Matthew Wade has figured it out. And you see the look of frustration on Khan's face. It looks like the batsman has found something here. Can he do it 3 times in a row? Oh, that one's not going to get as much air. That's only going to be a single. But Wade now on 20 from 15 as Bo Webster gets back on strike. And now finds a way through. Won't be 4. Just 1 there, but Wade back on strike as Khan has 1 remaining delivery. Can Wade find the magic again off the spin bowler? Nope. Just a single, and it has still been a very profitable over for the Hurricanes there. They get 16 runs in that over alone as Will Sutherland comes in last for Melbourne. Hurricanes on 1 for 26 with 6 deliveries to go, and what they lost in the third over, they've made up for in the fourth. Quick single there to put Webster back on strike in this final batting over for the Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us once again here tonight on ULTRASPORT as we continue bringing you Big Bash coverage. That one went all the way. I believe that is 6. Clears the fence, clears the boundary, and I think this might be the most 6s we've seen in an ULTRASPORT match all season. Still 4 deliveries to go. Can the Hurricanes keep it going? If they can, it's going to be a difficult chase for Melbourne tonight. That one sent right to the keeper. Next one from Sutherland to Webster. Manages to find a way through. That's 4. It wasn't looking good for Hobart at the end of over number 3, but in these last 12 deliveries that they've faced, they have made something special. In the last 10 deliveries, there's only been 1 dot ball, and now they have 37 runs. Can they keep going? 1 last ball coming up. We'll see if they can get a big finish or if the total will stay at 37. I think it's going to be a big finish. That's 4. That's 41. Hurricanes finish 1 for 41. And the Renegades perhaps in a state of shock. as they prepare to bat. First batsman out for the Renegades is Josh Brown. He'll take on Riley Meredith. His partner will be Caleb Jewell. 42 from 30 needed for the Renegades to win here tonight. It was looking pretty good for them in the early stages, but then the Hurricanes came roaring back, and now Melbourne with a bit of a difficult chase here in the 5 overs that they will have to bat. Back underway here at Ninja Stadium as the sun continues to set on this summer evening in Tasmania. Single there, first run for the Renegades, and there's always a place where one needs to start. Question is, can they carry it through? Caleb Jewell now facing down his first ball. Just going to be a dot ball as it rolls right to Bo Webster. Swing and a miss. Right to the keeper there, and now the last delivery of over number 1. Hurricanes have kept the runs down in this over, but Jewell finds a gap there, and that is just going to be a single. Melbourne none for 2 at the end of the first over. They need 40 to win. Chris Jordan, the Englishman, the next bowler here for Hobart. Renegades need a run rate of 10 if they want to win here tonight, and certainly they're far below that at the moment, as this will be at least 2. It is going to be stopped before the boundary. Okay, Jewell getting 2 more there. Next delivery here from Jordan. Bit short. Does its job though. Dot ball for Hobart. But we saw Melbourne get off to a slow. We saw Hobart when they were batting get off to a slow start, and they managed to get it. They managed to come roaring back, get the total of 41. So, are we going to see something similar from Melbourne here tonight? Are they going to come back and maybe take this down to the last ball? Oh, straight on, straight on. That's 4. And there is a boundary, which I believe is the first boundary that Melbourne have scored. Indeed it is. But we saw last ball finish between Melbourne and Sydney last night, an epic one as a matter of fact. Could we see the same here tonight? This one is going to get all the way. Just barely touching the fence there. That's 4 more for Caleb Jewell and 4 more for Melbourne. Last delivery of the over now. Renegades have 10 runs from this over. Oh, that's going to be... No! He misses the catch, and that's 4. Renegades score 14 on the over. We're going to see this again, and I hope we get a closer look at that missed catch. Really? You're not going to show the replay on that? Well, okay. We move on. Renegades none for 16 at the end of the over as Nathan Ellis comes in for Hobart. 26 needed from 18 balls, and after a slow first over, the Renegades are getting back into this one. Brown, 4. That's 20. And if they keep up this pace, we could be done early. 22 from 17. Yorker there by Ellis. Just misses the off stump, and that's gone straight to the keeper. Goes for the Yorker again. This time Brown connects, and that's gone back to the bowler, but they managed to get the quick single. Jewell back on strike. He's on 15 from 9. Can't make something happen here, though, as the Renegades now come to the second half of their innings. Ellis with the Yorker again. That one craftily picked up and stopped for just a single. Renegades appear to be slowing down now as we come to the last delivery of over number 3, but every bowler seems to bring something different, so that's just always the variable. End of the third over. Renegades on none for 22 as Tim David comes in next for Hobart. He'll bowl a bit of spin. Renegades at a run rate of 7.33. Still need 10 to win, but this is going to be 6 from Jewell. That gets him to 22 runs on the night. As we take a look at this once again. May very well be on his way to being declared player of the match if this performance keeps up. 16 from 11. Into the air, and is that 6? It is! And we've seen a lot of runs scored here tonight off of spin bowlers. That pattern seems to be continuing. 61 meters there from Jewell off of David. And the Renegades now need 10 from 10. Could theoretically wrap it up in this over. Perhaps even with the next couple balls if Jewell stays on strike and manages to make lightning strike twice more. Into the air, and it gets down, but it's 4. And now they just need 6 more. A maximum would end it here, and that is not at all out of the realm of possibility for Caleb Jewell here. Renegades seem on their way to a comfortable victory, and the question is, how soon will it be locked in? Will it be on this one? Into the air, and that's going to be 4, and they just need 2. 34 from 16 for Caleb Jewell so far. With 36, it will be over. And will it be over in this over? He's gone the other way, spotted the fielders. This will level the scores. And as we come to the last over, just one more needed for the Melbourne Renegades to take home the victory here tonight against Hobart. Mitchell Owen, the last bowler of the night. To Jewell, the short delivery, and that's not just 1, that's 4. Renegades win here tonight by 5 wickets. We thank you for tuning in to our coverage this weekend of the Big Bash League from Ninja Stadium. Goodbye and good night.